Hi everyone, welcome back to Mad Money Murph. I'm John Murphy, and on today's episode I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the Economic Injury Disaster Advance Loan. I've heard a lot about this recently through the CARES Act, seen it on TV, seen it around the internet, and most of all, I've seen a guy out there named Meet Kevin. He has a YouTube channel that I've watched quite a bit on YouTube. It's called Meet Kevin. He's kind of a quirky 27, 28-year-old guy from California. Another real estate agent, just like myself, who's had a YouTube channel for quite a while. And again, he's a little quirky, but he really puts out great content, and I like him a lot. He puts out a lot of truth. And just like with Graham Stephan, I see a lot of myself in him when I was his age. So without further ado, let's get into the nuts and bolts here. You know, there are a lot of things out there to help small businesses during this time of crisis, during this pandemic, and this is just one of them. I personally have stayed away from the PPP loan. Way too many things are going on with that, and too many strict requirements for that. In fact, you see a lot of large businesses like Shake Shack, you know, giving back those loans. I think it's a bunch of crap the way that they're doing it. They're actually giving it back, saying that, you know, they think that smaller businesses should get it. I don't agree with that. From what I understand, there is a provision in there that they either need to keep their employees employed or hire them back, and those loans won't be forgiven unless they keep those employees for a certain amount of time. Now, if you have questions about that, please go ahead and look it up yourself. I haven't done a lot of reading on that, but this is just what I've heard. And it makes a lot of sense, right? Because now you've got several larger publicly traded companies saying, oh, we're going to give back the PPP loan. No, what it is, I believe, is that they've now had a chance to actually go over it, and they have realized that it's going to be difficult for them to fulfill the requirements in order to have them forgiven. One of those problems is, what I understand is, people that have gone on unemployment are at this time earning more on unemployment than they would have if they were to go back to work for those companies. So I know I would stay unemployed as well, especially given that the government in the CARES Act is offering an additional $600 to folks' regular unemployment. So there's the PPP. I'm sure there are other ones out there as well for small businesses that we don't need to get into. But we're here today to talk about this Economic Injury Disaster Loan, Advance Loan. And I'm going to go ahead and just read it. In response to the pandemic, small business owners in all U.S. states, Washington, D.C., and territories are eligible to apply for an Economic Injury Disaster Loan advance up to $10,000. This advance will provide economic relief to businesses that are currently experiencing a temporary loss of revenue. Funds will be made available within 3 days of a successful application. And this is the most important part I want you to hear. This loan advance will not, I repeat, will not have to be repaid. I'll put the link in the description below where to go to find information on this Economic Injury Disaster Advance Loan, also known as the EIDL, and also I will link to the application. Now, here's what I want you to know. I actually applied for this one, and at the beginning of this whole thing, once the CARES Act was passed, I applied for it thinking that, and at that point in time, there was no up to $10,000, thinking I was going to get $10,000. That's the way it was written. That's the way I saw it was written. Once the SBA got a hold of it, they made changes to it. But either way, I applied for it, and they ran out of funds very, very quickly. But I had heard that other people had received it. Well, about a day later, after I had heard that other people were getting it and the funds ran out, the government passed to another round of funding, and the next day I received $1,000 direct deposit right in my bank account. Folks, it is super simple to do. It took me literally 4 minutes to complete the application online. And really, it wasn't even an application. It was just me giving information about my business. If you don't know me by now, I am a full-time real estate agent in Colorado, and also have this YouTube channel and a blog at madmoneymurph.com. That's madmoneymurph.com. I applied for it for my real estate business. At the time, I wasn't even thinking to apply for it for this YouTube channel and my blog, which is a completely separate entity. But if you are a gig economy worker, somebody who is any type of self-employment, real estate agent, Uber driver, have a side gig, I would encourage you to apply. Now, this second round of funding, I don't know if they've run out of money yet at this time, but I would encourage you to go to my link below, and I'm under the understanding that in the next day or two, if the funding hasn't ran out, that they will open up the application process once again. So what I've been doing is I've just been checking back there every couple hours or so, and then of course in the morning I'll wake up and check it again. But I would absolutely encourage you. Again, this loan advance will not have to be repaid. This could just be something just to help you, to tide you over. I know we haven't received our stimulus money yet for my wife and 2 children and myself, and I'm not really expecting to see that anytime soon. So this definitely would help for that. If you need any other type of assistance, I'm looking at the website right now at sba.gov/disaster-assistance. There are other programs, it looks like here, that you can look at. Yeah, there are other programs you can look at on this website. Again, and also I would encourage you to go over to Meet Kevin YouTube channel and check out some of his. His are definitely more in depth than mine right now is. He's been going in depth with all of the different stimulus plans, and he's been reading in depth those different plans. So I would encourage you to head over there to check out his videos as well. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you click that subscribe button, and also if you would push that like button as hard as you can. I would appreciate that too, and it would help the YouTube algorithm to get these videos out. And again, I'm going to keep on pushing out content, things that I think will help you in your personal finances, in business, help you get out of debt. Folks, you really want to live a debt-free life. My wife and I have been debt-free for quite a while, except for our house. And, during this pandemic, we're really just looking at what can we do to help other people. And what a good feeling that's been. Of course, we want to keep our homes safe and healthy, but it's been quite a blessing to be able to reach out to other people, maybe say through this YouTube video. I know through my real estate business, I've been reaching out through emails to see what I can do to help others. So anyways, I hope this helps. EIDL, go out there, get it, do what you can. I hope this helps. Click the subscribe button, push the like button, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks again for tuning in to Mad Money Murph. Until next time.